Hi everyone, welcome to today's reading. Believe it or not, some kind of recognition or appreciation is coming your way. You might be like, oh my god, why? After all this effort I've been putting in, I've given up, and then suddenly something happens, all right? And Spirit acknowledges that that kind of energy, that kind of recognition, appreciation, respect is not a frequent flyer in your life. But today, somehow or other, it comes through. It's just in the nick of time because you're so tired of trying, right? Today, you find someone who acknowledges you in some way, and your team wants you to acknowledge them, right? And to acknowledge that feeling, that blessing sort of feeling that comes your way, but also to acknowledge yourself, because in this process, you created that. You worked with Spirit, you worked with yourself, you had a goal, and you had an intention, and it was a good intention. So Spirit's wanting you to recognize that you have done this for yourself, and it's something that's long overdue for you to be recognized for the absolute amazing effort that you've been putting in towards this change, towards this new part of you, this new way that you're wanting and intending to be. So recognize your own efforts. Just occasionally it happens, this is definitely the week for it. Okay, so you know the deal. I'm going to pick 3 cards. We pick 3 cards and you choose one of them, the left, the right, or the middle. Choose one of those cards, or you can just follow all 3, but whichever one you choose, that's the theme for today. If you chose the left card, this is a sense of like, I'm not good enough. We all go through this way too often. So we feel like we're not good enough, we're worried about the details, we feel like we're not in control. It's like, we get back into that space of, oh, fate, I'm not meant to do this, Spirit's stopping me, whatever. It's kind of some kind of BS that we tell ourselves, right? And Spirit's saying, look, this is why it's important to write things down, actually. I don't know if you can see that book on the little table there, but when we write things down and then we look back, then we can see how soon ago that was. Because when Spirit says something's going to happen soon, we always think it's not soon enough. And yet when we write it down, we look back, oh, that was only a few weeks ago, and now it's happened. It's actually pretty soon. So Spirit just wants you to acknowledge that, when you get hard on yourself, that actually sometime very soon in the future, you're going to have the good thing happen for you. You're just not there quite yet, and we're just human. We get really impatient. Righties. Now this card has shown itself, I think yesterday even. So this is acknowledging that energy is coming your way. Your goals are starting to take off. You're going to start feeling confident, and this is recognizing and using that energy to recognize the effort and inspiration that you have been putting into where you're headed in your life. Beautiful. Middle card. And to top it off, for those in the middle, this looks like a really card, but this is sort of saying that there are people that don't want you to succeed, and yeah, that's disappointing, but there's so much evidence of that around the world. There's so many movies about that type of thing. There's so many stories or scenarios that we hear about. People don't want you to succeed. They want to be large and in charge. They're all about ego. But for you succeed because you're not ego. You succeed because you care. You succeed because people recognize that heart-centered activity. So here it comes your way. And so the way to battle back against those people who don't want you to succeed is to always, when you feel incongruence with someone going, oh, that's nice, and you're like, yeah, no, you don't actually care, or you don't actually think that is nice, that's happened for me, is to just remember that you're in control. You're in control of how you react, you're in control of how you feel, you're in control of your decisions. All right, so Spirit is reminding you about that, not the other people, not the naysayers, not the people who are negative Nellies in your life. Okay, and on that